Hope you're well. Welcome to my channel. If you've not been here before, it's where I talk about twin flames, and these are the readings for February 2021 by sign. You can look at these readings as a whole, so they've all got advice that's worth listening to, no matter which sign you are. You could, if you wanted to, break it down by your sun, moon, rising sign, or where you've got a strong aspect on your chart to a particular sign. So you might find that some are more beneficial than others to you at this current time. But like I say, you can listen to all of them if you want. It's all good advice. My guides talk through me about everything twin flame. That's all they talk about. And so when they talk, it's all valuable for whoever's listening, because depending where you're at your process. So just to say that, so you got like probably 3 hours of listening if you wanted it. And just to set it in a couple of videos, this year is 2121, mirror numbers, we're 21st century, and this is about reunions this year, so that's what's coming up. So always just focus on vibration, because vibration is where is the core of the whole thing. It is the focus of the whole thing that you're going through. It's just to know that with everything. And what else did I want to say? There's a video I've put out about my channel, what it's about, if you want to watch that. I'm going to put one out about the readings that I do shortly, hopefully soon. I've got questions that people have given me on some of the readings I put out recently, and I'm going to be doing videos on those soon as well. So if it hasn't come up yet, it's just because I haven't had time yet, but I'm doing all the questions that come up. If you've got a question, you can post it below in the comments and I'll do a video on it if I've got time, or if it's really easy, I'll just answer the question. General questions only, obviously not on personal stuff, because that would mean doing a personal reading. And what else? And I've put out I have a Facebook page which I hid for a while, and I've opened that up again. And that's if you were a liker of that, you're still liking it, because everyone's still on there that was. So just to be aware that I'm going to be posting on there little bits and pieces occasionally, things that come up that I just don't really warrant a video. And but I've got to, it's up and it's viewable, but I haven't dusted it off, so it does need a bit of polishing up. So there's nothing on there right now at the moment, I don't think, but much to look at right now. But I'm going to get that all sorted out as well, so that's back up and running properly. So that's just it. Hope you enjoy the readings, and like I say, if you wanted to book a personal reading or session, the details are in the description box below, where you can contact me about that. Okay, lots of love, take care, bye. Sagittarius, so this is your reading for February 21. So this is a reading for twin flames, Sagittarius, February 2021. So I'm seeing a bear. I have no idea what they're trying to tell me. It's a bear, and it feels like a lot of cuddly toys. Let's see what that means. Symbol for feminine. Okay, so what we're talking about then is feminine energy. We're talking about that really playful inner child. That's why it's the cuddly toys. And energy. This is in relation to your month. Let's see what they have to say. Two of Pentacles, two people. The Tower, ending, massive ending. So it's a huge shift point basically for you this month in relation to two people, in relation to your twin flame connection. And timing, so you've got a huge shift going on. Big whammy of a shift in relation to your twin flame connection. Rebirth, Empress. Strength, masculine and feminine. Feminine on top, so it means feminine than the lead. So that's what they're saying at the beginning with the feminine energy, showing that. So it's in some way, Sagittarius, you're going to be asked to take the lead this month in your connection. Now, it could be in bringing in a shift. So if in that case it's coming through you energetically, so notice what's coming through you energetically. You're being asked to hold power over the masculine, which is in that strength card. It's all about rebirth. It's always about rebirth and energy bringing through. So yeah, you've got, in relation to your twin flame connection this month, you have got an energetic shift coming through you. So you might feel that in some way at some point this month. It's bringing in a new paradigm, so shifting from head to heart. So it's to do with releasing the old dogma and the old restriction around the way that the human race operates, in operating from the rules and regulations and moving into heart energy. Let me just see what else we've got. Spirit's bringing it in. Destined shift point, and you've got reunion, 6 of Cups coming out at the end, so it's bringing you towards reunion. Underneath you've got masculine energy and the King of Wands. So how are you going to feel this? What is this work that's coming through? Let's have a look. Divine love coming out, the Lovers coming out, masculine and feminine. Timing, Magician, manifestation. This is using what you've got. So you're going to be asked to use what you've got in terms of your divine love connection in bringing the masculine into the heart. Let's have a look at this one down here. Queen of Swords, so this is your truth, right? It's using your authentic truth, what you know to be true. However, I'm really feeling, because it's got these Lovers on top here, that the feminine is going to be asked to somehow shift the energy from within. Now, this could be something really physical that comes through you. It might be that you're guided into some kind of sacred moment, some kind of sacred orgasm, something like that shifts the energy. Because remember, you shift it through your energetic points, the chakras. So often you'll be asked to go there to like push the energy through. I've seen that before, to shift it through. You have got to be in your feminine. We've got the Queen of Swords, right, coming down out here on the head over heart. So if you're being prompted by spirit, which is what we've got here, to go along with the game, all right, so spirit sees this because it's an experiment. Twin flames are an experiment in manifesting divine energy into the earth plane, right, the energy of love. So you've got to see it like you're playing a game almost. So if you're being pushed by spirit into having like a sexual union with yourself on your own, because you're not with your twin, that sacred orgasm, and you're in your head and saying, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this. Why are you saying that? Because it looks here like you're supposed to do this because it's going to shift the energy. So remember, you shift the energy with things like that. Don't talk yourself out of being in the heart. When you talk yourself out of being in the heart, you talk you're being your twin in the head, talking himself or herself out of being in the heart. That's what it is when it's in your head. It's in their head. So you're being asked to shift that. So you're being asked to push the energy up through your energetic body, so that it can open the heart, basically, and the masculine. That's what that's all about. Let's go underneath on him. Creation in the physical. So you are going to be asked to do something in the physical that brings in heart energy. Lover's right on the top, right, of the strength, the feminine over the masculine. So that's where I'm getting sacred sex from. Because this card, the Lovers, is all about sacred sex. It's the orgasm. It's how it connects you to higher chakras, higher source. So something like that. And using whatever you've got in the Magician, time to use whatever you want. You know, sometimes on this journey, especially if you've been on it for a really long time, you'll go through so many different stages and back and forth between the stages. And some points you'll just totally let go and you'll feel like there's no connection at all. You're not even in awareness of it. And it can feel so good to be in that energy of not being aware of it and just feeling like, oh, it feels like a relief, you know? However, you are going through a process. There is timing to it. There is work that needs to be done. So don't push away the work that needs to be done, because at some point you're going to have to do it anyway. So you might as well get on with it and do it now. and it gets easier as you go along. So if you've got to connect back in again, because they're asking you to connect back in again, because you're getting tingles down in your lower body, because it'll come through as tingling. You'll feel the call of spirit down there. Then go along with what they're asking you to do. 2 people, happy relationship. So they want to bring it in. How they're going to bring it in? It stimulates the reunion. Reunion down here, ending of the dark night of the soul through the feminine. So yeah, you might just have to do this. Maybe you've done this a few times. Maybe it's felt painful because when you do have, when you think about someone and you masturbate and that you love them and you haven't seen them for a while, it can feel very painful when they come into you, and you're thinking about them. But it has a reason for you being asked to do that. So just go along with it. Ending, tower, masculine. There, see? Wounded warrior. So you're bringing them into the same place. So imagine you're doing that and you're having that sacred moment. They are going to be doing it too, and they will think about you, and it will open their heart a bit more. And it'll remember we said in another video, it's all about the primal. The reunion is primal energy in your sacred chakras, your sexual chakras down there. It's primal energy. So in doing that, you're drawing your twin to you, and that energy from that sacred sex bursts up through the chakras into the heart, into the throat where communication lies, into the head when knowingness lies. So it's all for use. Spirit down here, healing, and the star coming out. Spiritual healing. What was that song by Marvin Gaye? Sexual healing. There you go. That's what it is. Empress and completion. So it's rebirth. You're birthing. We're always all birthing the twin flame reunion. So, but this is how they want you to rebirth it this month. This is how they want you to birth it. And reaching out, physical connection being made on the energy. So like we're always saying, it comes through the energy. You have ways of, you could say manipulating the energy. When you're meant to do it, there's no point throwing yourself at it when you're not being asked to do it by spirit, because then you will just be in your pain body. But when spirit's asking you to do it, maybe when you've detached from this and you feel like it's not for you anymore, or you just feel the relief, then just know that when you're being asked to do it, you're being asked to do it for a reason. Now moment coming out on that. So the closer you get towards reunion and the more detached you become from it, and the more you don't feel it and it doesn't feel painful and it doesn't hurt anymore, the more they bring in this kind of work, which is actually, it's like you turned into a little rocket booster, and you operate as such. Just remember, you're not a human. You might have a face, but you're not human. Your energy, you're like a battery. So it's quite actually appropriate that you should be using your whatever you've got to boost the energy up through your chakras. So go with the tingles. Always go with the tingles. When you feel a tingle, it means there's something that you should be going towards, and it's normally sitting right in front of you, or where you're feeling it and it's coming from. It's right there that you need to locate that, where you'll deal with that energy, right? Okay. So that's it for Sagittarius. Lots of love. I'll come back with the next one soon. Bye.